Morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to the very first webisode of Wisdom Wednesdays. My name is Steve Messam, and I am so excited that you are joining me as we take this journey to finding wisdom in everyday situations. I know in life that we're getting many things. May that be money, education, cars, you name it. As a wisdom chaser, my goal is to push you that in all you're getting, that you get wisdom and that you get understanding. Now, let's get to the chase. Now, I must admit, it was very difficult for me to decide what was going to be the very first topic for our first webisode of Wisdom Wednesdays. I know it's Wednesday, it's hump day, you're probably mentally drained, and Friday can't come soon enough. So it made me think about my old football days, and I had many coaches who told me, whether it was before practice or before a game, get your mind right. And what that's pretty much saying is something that needed to happen up here in order for me to have success out there. So the very first topic that we're going to discuss with Wisdom Wednesday is going to be mindset, because it's truly a game changer. I truly believe that if we get our minds right, we'll change the game, not just for ourselves, but for also those around us. So there's going to be three key topics that we're going to focus on when we think about our mindset. And the first one is we have to receive it. I truly believe that if we renew our minds, the rest of our bodies, our beliefs, and our behaviors, it will follow. So let's replace the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And when you first think about that, what are you feeding your mind? What are some of the things that you're listening to, that you're watching? What are those external influences that's impacting the way you think, as well as the ideas that are crossing your mind on a daily basis? Also, what are some of the things internally, things that you think about yourself? Maybe some things that people have spoken into your life that you probably play a lot on your internal record player. What are those things? Is it positive or is it negative? I truly believe that what we receive, those negative thoughts, let's replace it with positive things by maybe tuning in to different programs or watching different or listening to different podcasts, reading different books to feed our minds with things that's going to help improve us and not tear us down. Another supportive role to that whole receive it is to surround ourselves with advocates and not adversaries. Or let's think about it as supporters and not haters. Or you can even think about believers and not doubters. You're probably wondering, what does other people have to do with what I receive into my mind? We all know that people pour into us each and every day, whether it's spiritual leaders, whether it's our boss, our teachers, our parents, whoever it may be. We need to make sure we surround ourselves with people who have our best interests in mind. And sometimes true advocates, they're going to tell you the truth and not everything that you want to hear at times. And that's completely okay, which leads us to our third supportive topic to that receive it. And that is we have to receive the positive and reject the negative. And when I think about how we can do that, I think of a filter system. Just like a fish tank has a filter system that makes sure that the water is at a level that the fish can survive, and it also removes the waste to make sure that the fish don't get sick. We need to have a mental filter system. Things that we can just say, hey, is this going to help me improve in whatever area I need to improve or not? If it is, I'm going to receive it. If it's not, I'm going to reject it. And that's what you can think about when you have those constructive feedbacks from different people in your lives. It may hurt, it may not be what you want to hear, but if it's something that can help you, receive it. If it's not, reject it. Now we got to go to point number 2, which is believe it. If we don't get it in our mind, we can't believe it in our hearts. How can we truly say that we believe something that we don't get? You and I may have both had ideas where we thought that we were going to be a doctor or a lawyer, but our beliefs did not quite match up to our thoughts or our ideas. Like maybe we believed that we didn't have the financial support or resources. Maybe we were not smart enough. Maybe there are some external situations that will prevent us, whatever. Obviously, our beliefs don't match up to our ideas, which is why ideas don't necessarily lead to change. And remember, we want to talk about game changes. We need to have beliefs that matches those ideas. Think of a guy who tells himself he wants to be the heavyweight champion of the world with boxing. Obviously, if his idea of being a boxer matches with his belief, he believes that he's going to be that, you're going to see a behavioral change. He's going to do some things that he wasn't doing in the past. He's going to sacrifice, he's going to train, he's going to be training now, he's not going to be hanging around or doing certain things that he probably would be doing if he was not training to be heavyweight champion. So to truly say that you believe something, our belief impacts our behavior, or our behavior should reflect our belief. So if you truly say that you believe something, then your behavior should reflect what you believe. Ideas alone won't get that change. Our ideas have to match our willpower and our motivation. So believe it is our key point number 2. Now that we got it here and we believe it here, that leads us now to our final point number 3, which is achieve it. And we're going to borrow the wise words from the great guru from Star Wars, Yoda. And he stated, do or do not. There is no try. This is where the application comes into. Again, guys, when we think about wisdom, knowledge is internal, is what you know, but wisdom is external, is what you show. Application is the key. So achieving it is how we're going to apply this mindset change. So we receive it, we believe it, now we're going to achieve it. So do or do not. There is no try. Think of Colonel Sanders and the KFC franchise. He got thousands of people who told him no when he pitched his recipe and his business idea. It only took one yes. He had this belief in his idea of being a great franchise that was going to sell good chicken, and until he got that first yes, his belief, his willpower, that's what drives us. When we truly believe our ideas and to push us to achieve it, it takes willpower, and that's what we're going to need in order to truly change the game with our mindset. Now, willpower helps us change the game, but who are we changing the game for? Our goal should be to impact and not impress. When we try to impress others, we're really just only putting on an act. And that act is only a temporary change because we're only temporarily adapting or changing to that situation. But when we impact, when we're trying to impact others, that sets a permanent change, and that's being a true game changer. We should be changing the game for ourselves and for also those around us, but our goal should be to impact and not impress. So there you have it, guys. Those are our 3 key points for mindset change, and that is receive it, getting it here, believing it, which is accepting it here, and then doing it, achieving it. And that's where our willpower, that's where we do or do not. There is no try, and willpower is going to help us achieve those things. And who are we actually trying to change the game for? Let's impact others and not try to impress others. We can't please everybody, guys. So with that, hopefully you have some great pearls of wisdoms to get you over that hump this Wednesday and to finish your week strong. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this YouTube page. Also check me out on Facebook on my author page, and you can also follow me on Twitter. All of that information you can find down below in the description. So guys, until I see you next week, be blessed, and remember, while you're chasing wisdom, do it well and be blessed. Peace.